We have another NDC guy in the studio. These NDC guys won't leave me alone. What is your name?
My name is Zidane Abdul-Jalil Afora.
Your name is?
Zidane Abdul-Jalil Afora.
Zidane?
Yes, please.
Are you a sports guy?
No. I used to be, but now I'm fully into politics.
You're a young guy?
Yes, please.
Are you more than 25?
No, I'm not. I'm 20 years.
You are 20 years old?
Yes, please.
And already you feel the need to vote for John Mahama?
Yes, please.
Why?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for this question.
Did your parents tell you to vote for Mahama?
No.
Your parents,
no.
Who do they vote for?
Yes, they vote for NDC, but
so it's a typical thing.
No.
Parents will encourage you, go and vote for the tradition.
No. I have a strong reason.
You have a reason?
Yes,
at 20 years old?
Yes, please.
Have you voted before?
No, this is my first time.
And
I voted the last time in the assembly selection. Yes, that's 2023.
Zidane?
Yes, please.
That is your real name?
Yes, please.
So your parents know you are here?
Yes, please.
And you are proud saying to people to vote for NDC?
Yes, please.
Why?
Thank you very much. Okay. I think the National Democratic Congress is the best party that can save Ghana from this economic crisis that we are facing.
Zidane?
Yes.
The NDC has been in power before. Did you know that?
Yes, I know.
Did they save Ghana?
No, but I can say that they were not perfect, but then they were far, far better than this government. So
you are comparing between a bad and a evil. Bad and evil. And you are saying NDC is what? Is it bad or evil? Because NDC is not good.
No, but they said that there is a saying that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know.
Oh, I see.
So at least you know some of the weaknesses of John Dramani Mahama.
Right.
But we don't know the weaknesses of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So we cannot predict what he will do. But at least Mahama, we will have certain expectations of John Mahama.
So you have made a statement that NDC is what?
NDC
is the best
political party to save Ghana from this crisis.
Okay, explain that.
Oh, okay. Our flag bearer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he has been a vice president before. He served under the leadership of our former head of state, Professor John Evans Atamios, and unfortunately, he died in 2012. So President Mahama took over and he asked Ghanaians that, look, even though I'm the vice president, I am like a co-driver. He did not say I am like a mate. He said I am like a co-driver. Means that John Dramani Mahama saw the state of Ghana's economy like a bus and not a trotro. Because mates are found
in church. You are just playing with words. Zidane, if people are going to take you serious, you have to stop playing with words. When somebody says he's a mate and you say co-driver, when somebody says it's a trotro and you say it's a bus, we need solutions for this country.
Yes, we need solutions.
And you think playing with bus and trotro and co-driver and mate is going to solve that problem?
No. I'm trying to create a certain scenario.
You better hurry up.
Yes.
Because I don't know where you are driving at with this.
Yes, so John Dramani Mahama.
You are a young guy. You should look for something new. There is a new guy on the scene. Now KWAME BEDIAKO is on the scene, a young man who is pushing the envelope. He's pushing the narrative to another level. Instead of voting for a young person, being a young person, you are looking for these old political parties who have been there for 32 years, older than yourself, and you still can't see any meaningful thing in this country. You still believe they still have more to offer for this country?
Yes.
NDC?
Yes. Now, John Dramani Mahama is not coming from experience. He is not an experiment. Apart from John Dramani Mahama, all the other candidates, they are coming to experiment. But Mahama, we know him. He himself, he has accepted that he made some petty mistakes. And he has accepted that his government was not like a paradise. But then he said that he will be able to perform better, far, far better than this government.
Okay, so your comparison is against this government.
Yes.
What about comparing to countries that Ghana started with, like Singapore, Malaysia, Korea, where they have advanced way beyond us? Why don't you compare to them? Why are you comparing yourself with people who are not performing well?
You know, this our country, it has a lot of challenges.
Every country has challenges.
Yes, but this our country. Now, our country the reason why we are facing this hardship and a whole lot of things, one, I think is the over-dependence of imported goods. Then secondly, about this partisan politics nature. You realize that when a certain political party is on its project and maybe one or two reasons, there may be the person is being voted out of office. Then another political party comes. Then sometimes they don't continue those projects. So these are some of the mistakes that we still do in this our country. But then President Mahama has demonstrated to the whole of Ghana that he is someone that you can trust. I have always said that.
How did he demonstrate that he's someone we can trust?
Yes, because when we're facing certain crises like Doomsaw, he never lied to us. He told us the truth, the bitter truth. But still people hated him for telling us the truth.
So when you tell people the truth, that there's going to be Doomsaw, and you don't fix it until when you are leaving office, that is good?
No, it's not that he deliberately did that waiting to the time he will leave office. He was looking for a permanent solution for this Doomsaw. Now, Mahama's Doomsaw, what caused this problem of Doomsaw is that there was high demand for electricity more than the supply.
It will always be the case.
No, but this time...
No, it will always be the case that demand is always going to increase.
Yes.
There are people who are expanding their homes. Yes. There are people who are traveling, living in Ghana now. You understand?
Yes.
So more houses are being built and all of that.
Yes.
So dependency is going to increase. So we have to always step ahead of it.
Yes.
My question to you is, you are a young person.
Yes.
Zidane, you are a very young guy, 20 years old.
Yes, please.
Don't you think it's time you look for something new?
I don't think.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think Ghana needs a total change of the political systems we have?
I feel like it's not the political parties that are the problem, but it is we, the citizens. We are the problem.
No, because it's the political parties.
No.
Give me your point and I'll debate you on this.
Oh, okay. Now, this political party...
Speak in the mic.
It contains... It's we, the citizens, who are in this political party. You will hear sometimes people say that no matter how things are going, I will still vote for my political party.
Just like you.
For me,
no matter what happens to NDC, would you change your mind with NDC?
But I know that NDC will not perform poorly. So I will show you. Okay.
No matter what happens with NDC, would you vote for another person apart from NDC? It's the same.
I might think of it. But then I believe the NDC will never perform poorly like this government.
Even people in the MPP right now, there are some who are saying Nana Addo has performed the best in spite of everything that is happening. So you guys are the same.
No.
You think NDC would never perform poorly.
Yes.
But people in MPP right now, they also think Nana Addo has performed the best in the history of Ghana.
When you add all the loans that Ghana has gotten from KWAME Nkrumah to John Dramani Mahama, it was around 120 billion Ghana cedis. Just 8 years of President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now our debt is 742 billion Ghana cedis.
So now it's a competition between who borrowed more.
No, I'm making a point. Okay.
Why are you people always quick to compare? Why don't you listen? Why don't you compare to countries that are actually doing well? Why do you always have to compare to MPP?
You know,
your standard is MPP?
No.
Do you think Ghana should make MPP the standard?
No.
Shouldn't we be looking for countries that are successful?
Yes, I think we should be looking at. But you should know that some of the problems, they are peculiar to Ghana. We have certain kind of problems that you will not find in these other countries. That's why.
Like what? There's nothing. We are all human beings. It's the same thing.
No.
Zidane.
Yes.
Tell me one thing on the, what do you call, NDC's manifesto that you like so much. One policy.
Oh, okay.
Have you read their manifesto?
Yes.
What is one thing on the manifesto that you think will help Ghana so much?
Oh, okay. John Dramani Mahama, he said he'll bring...
You see your voice is dying.
No, I'm making a point.
Put some power in it.
Yes. So John Dramani Mahama said when he is voted into power, inshallah, 2024, he will introduce this policy called the 24-hour economic policy.
Do you understand it?
Yes, please.
Explain it to us.
So what it means is that John Dramani Mahama said he will create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive around the clock, 24 hours in a day.
That is what the MPP also were saying. Enabling environment.
Yeah, so
it tips me off.
But Mahama has given a lot of details on how he
You don't think Bambia is giving details?
No, he's not. Even if he's giving, he cannot be trusted.
And you think John Mahama can be trusted?
Yes, John Mahama can be trusted.
You are a young man. You haven't voted before. You think John Mahama can be trusted?
Yes, John
Did
Mahama.
you see John Mahama in 2016?
Yes, I saw John.
12 to 16.
Yes, please, I saw John.
How old were you by then?
I was around,
2012.
2012, I'll be around
That was 12 years ago.
12 years old. 13.
Take 12 out of 20. You were how old were you? You were 8 years old.
8 years.
You are telling me 8 years old, you understood what was happening in the country.
But when I grew up, I learned some of the things that happened.
To the polls. People went to the ballot paper and voted John Mahama out. Do you know why?
Why?
Because of Dumso. Because of corruption scandals. There were too many stories of corruption here, corruption there, corruption every day. So people, more than 1 million Ghanaians, went there and kicked him out. The only reason why John Mahama looks so attractive today is not because he has done something special in the last 8 years, because he hasn't been in power in the last 8 years. The only reason he looks attractive is because Nana Addo performed abysmally. If Nana Addo had done so well, nobody would be talking about John Mahama today. Do you know this? Nobody would be thinking about John Mahama if Nana Addo came and did well. So don't make it look like John Mahama has all the keys to our development and our solutions. It's in his back pocket, sitting there at home, waiting to come and fix what? Fix what? Tell me, what do you think Ghana will become when John Mahama becomes president? Give me an idea.
Oh, okay. So I'll be expecting when John Dramani Mahama assumes office that the rate at which the cedi is depreciating, it will reduce. Okay. Even though, yes, we know, this our economy is very difficult to stabilize the cedi because we depend largely on imports. And when you import, you use dollars to import. So always there is pressure on the dollar. So now the dollar is more or less like a commodity that you use the cedi to buy, then you import goods. As of 2016, $10,000 was equivalent to 42,000 cedis, meaning as an importer, you needed 42,000 cedis to get $10,000 in exchange to import. But today, you need 170,000 Ghana cedis for that same 10,000 US dollars to import. So you realize that you see the relationship that exists between the depreciation of the cedi, then inflation. If you vividly recall, 2022 or 2023, inflation reached as high as 54%.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Why are you quick to talk about imports and converting cedis into dollars? Why are you not talking about a John Mahama who will come and fix some of these things we import from other countries? Why are you not talking about industrial, projects in Ghana?
Yeah, so that one...
So your mind is, we are still going to import. So he should come and do something about the dollar so that we can import more. What about producing in Ghana?
No, so now... establishing all those factories is the long-run solution to this problem. But once you are solving the long-run solution, you should still be solving the short-run solution for this problem.
So when it comes, the dollar and the cedi will become what? $1 will be what?
It will relatively be stable. But or maybe it will even be $1 is to maybe 10 cedis or 5 cedis.
You really believe?
Yes, please.
Zidane?
Yes, please. Please.
Zidane, you are daydreaming.
No,
it will not happen. That John Mahama comes into office.
Yes.
$1 comes down to 10 Ghana cedis or 9 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Who told you this?
Even this incompetent government, they were able to do it. The dollar reached around 70 cedis, then we eventually saw it around 10 cedis, then now it is going up again. So Mahama can do it.
It was artificial. When you do artificial things, it comes back at you. So if John Mahama comes and does the same artificial job, in a short space of time, the whole thing will bounce back and the dollar will skyrocket again.
No. So
you need a permanent solution. In order for the cedi dollar to stabilize, you need to export. You need to export. In order to export, you need to produce
more.
So you are not producing, you are not exporting, and you are expecting John Mahama to come and reduce the dollar to 10. How?
So that's why in his policy, he said that he will build a lot of factories with comparative advantage. What it means is that if maybe he wants to establish a factory in this area, he will look at what are they producing more. What are they producing more? Then we can use this product to what we should process them then we should also export them. That's what he's saying. He said, yes, he agrees. He has a lot of mistakes that he did, but he has reflected on some of his mistakes. Then he said Ghanaians should give him the chance and come back again. He said these 4 years, he is not coming to rule as if he wants another mandate again. He's come to rule for the last time, and he is focusing on building a legacy, not just becoming a president.
And you believe him?
Yes.
Zidane.
Yes, please.
You are a die-hard NDC guy. Even if they put a chicken there, you vote for the chicken.
No.
As an MP, you vote for a chicken.
No. I will not vote for a chicken because a chicken has nothing to offer me.
So you are genuinely in support of John Mahama?
Yes, please. And I know the reason I'm genuinely in support of him is because, yes, we saw some of the things that he did, which maybe I may say some of them didn't go well, but some also went well. You see Kwame Nkrumah interchange, you see Pokwasi interchange, you see all these big projects that Mahama was able to do just within 4 years.
Pokwasi interchange, MPP says they did it.
No.
They say NDC John Mahama the money, NPP came to do it.
Yeah, so it is NDC that procured the money. Then they agreed with the contractor that they should do the project 4-tier project. But when three. Then when Akufo-Addo came, he renegotiated
to 4-tier.
4. That's all.
So that is good.
But he didn't pay. He didn't add any money to.
Well, that is a good negotiation.
Yes, that's very good. Maybe what happened was that maybe the contractor didn't agree to Mahama's this one, but we don't know what happened. Then he agreed to Akufo-Addo's bargain. So
I see.
Yes,
I see. So have you thought outside of the NDC that hopefully you may look into new candidates like KWAME BEDIAKO, CHEDDAR?
Yes, I feel like okay. So the problem that we are facing in Ghana, I feel like it's not solely about the president. It's just about, sometimes it's about leadership. Now, when CHEDDAR becomes president, he is not the only one who is coming to rule Ghana. He is bringing his people. People become ministers. People become deputy ministers. People become MCs, DCs.
No, that is not how he's going to rule.
That's how he's going to rule.
No.
So that's how the constitution. No. Okay.
He's saying he's not coming to do the usual thing.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no regional ministers.
Uh-huh.
There will be regional CEOs.
But there will be ministers.
Ministers of state. He's talking about 12, I think.
Yes, but the constitution, if I'm not mistaken, they say you should appoint ministers not less than, is it 12 or 13 or something? If I'm not mistaken.
Listen, the constitution can always be amended. You can always do something about, but he is going to work with a very small number of ministers. I think 12. Now, if you look at what he is proposing, it is based on performance. So if you are the regional CEO of, say, Accra, or the regional CEO of Ashanti region, you are given task to perform. You are given a budget. You raise revenue from Ashanti region. There is a percentage you bring to the national level, and then there's a percentage you keep at the regional level. You develop your region and all of that. Don't you think that makes more sense than all the money coming into the hands of the president?
It is,
and they are playing with Ghana's resources?
It's not necessarily about whether it makes sense or not. You know, it is very cheap to say than to do. It is very cheap to say.
It applies to everybody.
Yes, but then even when you look at CHEDDAR, nowadays it's governance occurs at the Flagstaff House and Parliament. Now, when you become president, who are your representatives in Parliament that whenever you bring your initiative, they will approve it in Parliament?
Parliament is about deals, cutting deals,
yes,
and negotiations.
Yes.
If there is one thing I've learned about Parliament, every parliamentarian you see there, they are not representing their people like they always say. They are representing their parties, first of all, and they are representing their own interests. When parliamentarians are looking for favors to be done for them in their constituency, they have a way of speaking to the president. So that is how CHEDDAR is going to act. He's going to work with parliamentarians individually and collectively, and he's going to make deals with them, because at the end of the day, he has to run the country without people in parliament, without his people in parliament.
Yes.
But he must work through parliament, yes, and there will be a way out for that. But you guys, you have always had the majority or minority, whichever way.
Yes.
But nothing has come out of it, even though you have had parliament. What has come out of it?
Yeah, so this Pokwasi interchange, the budget, it was approved in Parliament.
And I'm saying to you, a deal can be made with parliamentarians. If it is coming to your constituency and it will help you, what will you do?
Yes,
you stop it?
No, we support.
You see how it works. If I'm going to do the water system in your constituency, and the money will have to be approved, you say it's because I'm not your party president, you are going to stop it?
No.
You see how it is beginning to make sense?
Yes.
I think you're a young person. You should look beyond NDC. NDC, maybe they may come in and do a little bit better than the MPP, but I don't think they are going to add any significant improvement to Ghana.
Okay, but then there's nothing also that shows that CHEDDAR will also do better than these two parties. There's nothing that shows.
The only thing I have about CHEDDAR is his personal life. I look at a person's private life. What has he been doing on his own, even before politics? I see he's very successful in real estate.
Yes.
He's working with people who are working for him.
Yes.
All right, that means he's a leader.
Yes.
He's able to put things together with his own resources. A person who depends on his resources, create businesses, put people to work, that person is an industrialist. And I'm looking at your candidate, John Mahama. He has run through every aspect, every level of our politics. Assemblyman, DCE, minister, member of parliament, deputy minister, vice president, president. If John Mahama should have been the one who actually develops Ghana, because he understands the whole system of governance in Ghana.
Okay, I feel like running a business is different from running a country. Running a country, you need experience, or you need to know a lot about the people that you want to govern. Now, CHEDDAR is just a businessman. He has not engaged in anything which relates to human relationship.
He has employees.
Yes, he has.
Running a country is not just about knowing the system. Running a country is setting up proper systems. Listen,
yes.
Knowing the people doesn't even matter. If you have the right system in place, the system will check the people, and the people will have to be in line, because at any given point in time, the system will kick you out itself. Take, for instance, if you want to set up a CCTV camera to check the cars on the road, you don't have to be sitting there every day with a policeman watching the street. The CCTV camera is the system. Somebody is sitting in the office monitoring the street. If somebody crosses the red light, the person's number is picked. There is a fine. You need systems in place. So if Nana Kwame comes in with systems that can self-function with little supervision, everybody will have to be in line. But if you come in and you say it's only about personalities, like people are, I look at all these personalities in NDC. A lot of your people, some of the reasons why some of us are discouraged with the NDC, a lot of your people who are going to be ministers of state, deputy ministers, regional ministers, DCEs, these guys, some of them are very hungry. You don't know how hungry they are. Some of them, they are waiting to milk the country. Even though John Mahama may be thinking good for Ghana and be wishing, that he leaves a legacy, these guys also have the agenda.
Yes, so that's the same thing that applies to CHEDDAR too.
Yes.
But also have people who also
But CHEDDAR has done it privately, bro, and has won. Do you know how difficult it is to run a private business and be successful in Ghana?
Yes.
Do you know what it takes to build a house, single bedroom, in Ghana today? He has built a whole story, built a hotel level at number 1 Oxford Street in Osu. Huge edifice.
Yeah, he is a successful.
So that means he knows how to work with people, how to supervise projects, and ensure that his money is put to the right use. These kind of people I can trust. But people who are a product of the system cooked them, the system baked them. They came out of the system. Their friends are all over the system. When they are stealing money, when they are eating money, it's so difficult for them to attack or punish them, because most of the people in the system are their friends. What do you think will happen?
That's what I'm saying, that we have challenges. So these are some of the challenges. Assuming your own friend who has engaged in maybe a certain corrupt activity, it becomes very difficult.
Right.
Being humans, it's become very difficult.
Right.
So these are some of the challenges that we face. But maybe in other countries, a white man can stand up and say, even though you are my friend, but still, you need to face the law.
Exactly.
So that's the problem that sometimes we face in Ghana. That's peculiar.
So how is John Mahama going to deal with that when his his ministers, his deputies, his DCEs, when they start corrupting the system, and it's all connections and it's middlemen and it's, all these stuff going on, what is John Mahama going to do with it?
Oh, as for Mahama, he has a track record of fighting corruption. In fact, even a lady was just having the intention of making an amount of money. That's around 1 million or 2 million. Victoria, what's the name? Victoria Hammer.
Oh, okay.
She was even thinking of making money. She didn't even get that money, but she was fired because of the need.
How come everywhere in 2012 to 16, John Mahama was perceived as corrupt and corrupt and corrupt? Why?
No, so this is it's a political gimmick. People want to use it to what's the name? To dent his image. Even maybe there is no evidence that shows that maybe he has engaged in 1 or 2 corrupt activities, but his employees, then they use it to smear on his body. He said, oh, Mahama, you are corrupt. But up to now,
do you think he's corrupt?
No, he's not corrupt.
He's not corrupt.
Okay, fine. The word corrupt, we need to find a dictionary meaning. Maybe it entails a lot.
Okay.
Then maybe before we can say someone is corrupt or not.
I see.
Yes.
This is your first time voting.
Yes, this is my first time voting.
Nice. I don't think there's anything I can say or anybody can say to change your mind when it comes to John Mahama. Your mind is made up.
Yes, because I believe, I have always said that this election is not necessarily about manifesto. It is about track record. It's about track record.
It's not about the promises of the manifesto?
No, I said it is to some extent, but then necessarily or to a large extent, it is about track record. Because someone cannot tell you that I will build 1 district, 1 market. They just agree. That same person said, we are building a harbour and an airport in Cape Coast. When people went there, there was not even 1 block there. It means that this person was not telling the people the truth. So it is very dangerous to make someone who doesn't tell the people the truth a leader. That is why I said, at least we know Mahama to be a truthful person. Mahama doesn't necessarily tell things which are untrue or tries to give certain excuses. Look at this doomsday that happened for some 1 or 2 weeks under this government. They started giving it a different name. People are saying doom CSC, doom. Just tell the people the truth that this is it. Let us give you timetable. The person said, no, we are not giving you timetable. Just tell them we are giving you timetable for the moment. Then we will be solving the problem. But he said they will not even give any timetable because there is no doomsday. No, the light is going off and on. And President Akufo-Addo is the same person who defined this word doomsday. He said when the light, he asked President Mahama that when the light goes off and comes on, is that not doomsday? So what it means that doomsday does not necessarily to be, it doesn't necessarily be the light going off, on, off. Even if it is once, it is still doomsday.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Do you expect job creation under John Mahama?
Yes.
A lot of job creation.
Yes.
Because you'll be coming out of university soon.
Yes, please.
You are now in GIMPA.
Yes, please.
Which year? Which level?
I'm in level 200.
200?
Yes.
So how many more years you have to go?
I have 2 years more to go.
2 more years?
Yes, please.
Okay. So when you come out, do you expect John Mahama at that point to have created jobs in the country?
Yes.
If he wins?
Yes.
I see. What kind of jobs are you expecting from me?
Yeah, so whenever you establish, or let me say, whenever you put infrastructure in place, you automatically create jobs for the people. When you build hospital, you are employing nurses indirectly. So when you put a lot of infrastructure in place, you are indirectly creating employment for people.
What is your major?
My major for university. I am a law student.
You're a law, so you are going to be a lawyer eventually?
Yes, if all things being equal.
And be a politician?
Yes, please.
An NDC politician?
Yes, please.
Hey, Zidane. It is strange how most lawyers are becoming politicians now.
Yes, it looks like the politics is linked to law. And even before, have you seen these parliamentarians, they sometimes draft bills and all those, which is being taught in law school and all those things. So it becomes very interesting for lawyers to enter into politics. And that's why most of them are politicians. When you look at our speaker, he's a lawyer, our president, a lawyer. And let me give you an additional reason why I don't think anybody aside John Dramani Mahama will make a great change to this country. Now, this is it. Let me take CHEDDAR for instance. Now, when President Akufo-Addo was coming, that we should vote for him, a lot of people knew President Akufo-Addo as a human rights lawyer, a human rights activist. Meanwhile, under his watch, around 50-something people, what's the name? This current demonstration that happened, where they were put in cell for some number of days, they were denied bail. And even if you see the kind of treatment that these police people give to these people, you ask yourself, is it the president that we were told? Is this the president that we were told that he was a human rights lawyer? That's the question you ask yourself. So what it means that when it comes to presidency or leadership, don't focus on what the person has achieved in the past. I will not say don't focus, but don't put your real focus. Fine, you should look at it, but then don't put your real focus. So these people say CHEDDAR has made, he has been a successful businessman, he has done this or that, he has done, but you cannot predict people when they become presidents. Look at recently, this demonstration that happened in CHEDDAR. He said he doesn't support violence and the people should be what's the name? Should be quiet and let us vote and finish. Then we should just why should a presidential candidate talk like this? People's rights.
You want him to support violence?
No, it was not violent.
No, but the statement was, I don't support violence.
Yes, but what he meant was that the demonstration that the people had, it was about violence.
No, he came back with another statement. He came back with, I think, 2 more statements to clarify what he meant. Because these are people he has also sponsored in the past. These same people that went on the demonstration. He supplied with water and some drinks.
Yes.
Earlier this year, or I think last year. Okay. So
but that was Fix the Country.
No, was it Fix the Country?
I think.
Okay, so he's in support of demonstration. Demonstration is our human right.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But, he had other issues with how the whole thing went about.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean he's not in support of people demonstrating.
Yes, that's it. But then, as someone who wants to be a leader, you should take your time in analyzing issues before you put out a statement.
Your people have been taking time to analyze issues. What have you benefited in this country? All the analysis and your reports and your whatever you have done, how has it benefited Ghana? You have come in, your political parties have come in and milked the country and become fat, bought all the V8s from shops, brand new cars, driving left, right, center. The people come in, they are broke. After 1 year in office, the person is riding in a V8, moved from the community he lived, moved to somewhere, Trasaco, moved to somewhere in East Legon. This is what is better for Ghana?
No, but you need to know, okay, now, what also shows that CHEDDAR will also not do this?
Listen, if you say that about CHEDDAR, I'll be very disappointed in you. Because you're a young guy coming.
Yes, please.
You also need opportunity to showcase what you have.
Yes.
When it's your turn to do something and people say to you, that Zidane, we have never known you to do this, we will not give you the opportunity. How would you feel?
Fine, I'm not saying
you have to be honest. When it's your turn and people tell you, Zidane, you have never done this before. We are going to bring old ex-people who have done this before. Zidane, we are not giving you the opportunity because you are inexperienced. How would you feel? Be honest.
Oh, okay. I'll feel very bad.
Do you think that will be fair?
No, it will not be fair.
That is how the world works. If it is good for you, it should be good for everybody else.
Yes.
What is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes.
So allow the person to come and give us something we have never experienced before. He has never been a president. He has never held a public office. Let us know or let us see how he will handle it. But don't sit back and judge him and say he will not perform any different when you have never seen that.
No, I'm making an argument. I didn't say he will not perform it, but I said there is no substantive evidence or anything to show that what you are claiming these politicians are doing, he will not do the same.
If his business is still thriving,
yes,
I'll believe that he knows how to run a system.
But for the business, he knows it is coming from his own money that he established this
Ghana money he wants.
But then Ghana's with this one, when you become president, you come to serve the nation. But when you're a businessman, you are serving your interests. So that's the difference.
The guy has left his exorbitant lifestyle.
Yes.
He has left his luxury lifestyle and is traveling the whole country seeking people's votes. The guy is in almost every village now. You think the guy is just looking for power to corrupt himself more?
No, I didn't say that. He is not looking for power to corrupt himself. But I'm making an argument that we cannot say for a fact that this is how this person will perform
The guy is a
differently.
billionaire.
Yes.
He's successful.
Even Akufo-Addo was a president. He was the son of a president.
No,
Like
he
said,
wasn't rich like Nana Kwame.
Yes. That's
Akufo-Addo had nothing.
yes. And he even said that he's too old to. I don't know.
But Akufo-Addo, we couldn't point to any business that was big. And
Yes.
Not even John Mahama. Nothing. Nana Kwame has built a life for himself.
Yes.
Made fortune for himself.
And he has created a lot of jobs.
A lot of jobs. I respect people like that.
Yes. He has done very well.
If he's
for
my
this
brother, I'll be very proud of him.
Yes, he has done very well.
You should be proud of him if he was your brother.
Yes. He has done very well for this country. He has created a lot of jobs for people.
So I would rather give such a person the opportunity instead of politicians who have been taken through the mail and made politicians. So they know how to run around the policies, run around the constitution, run around cutting deals and making money for themselves, their girlfriends and wives. And then all their people will be rich after 1 year in office. You'll be here. You'll be here. One day I hope you come back to the studio again. And then we will say, I told you. Either Nana Kwame wins or whoever wins. I will say, I told you. But I am hoping that one day you flip and you come to the new force, corner.
Okay, maybe one day.
Any last words for our viewers concerning John Mahama? Look into the camera and tell them.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he said he is coming again. He has reflected on some of the mistakes that he made when he was president. Even though under President Mahama's regime, Ghana was not like paradise, but Ghana was far, far better. $1 under President Mahama was around 4 cedis. Unemployment rate was around 8%. Today, unemployment rate is around 14%, meaning about 1.9 million youth are unemployed. These are the same people who criticized John Dramani Mahama. I recall vividly that around 2011 or 2010, President Akufo-Addo mounted the podium and he said the moment Professor Thanos and John Mahama came into office, $1 was 2 cedis. And if he was the one who was president, he would have resigned. Today, $1 is 70 cedis. And he is still the president. He has never had any intention of resigning. He is still the president. So it should tell you that this election is not mainly about policies. Even though focus on the policies, yes, but focus on the track record. Because this election is about trust. The person you can trust. It's not about just saying, I'll say anything and then you should vote for me. And I'll appeal to the people of Medina constituency that you should vote for lawyer Francis Xavier Sosu. He is the member of parliament for the NDC. That man, he has done very, very well. Just 4 years in government. He has introduced bills like reducing the tax on sanitary pads. This government introduced tax on sanitary pad, but this man came and he said, no, we cannot tax blood. So let us remove this tax. This same man introduced the witchcraft bill but I don't, for a fact that I know that the bill is not yet law, but then it is still in parliament, the witchcraft bill. He said people should not be accused of being witches and wizards, because sometimes these people end up violating the right of people, all in the name of you are a wizard, you are a witch. So, and he has advocated for an additional holiday to be given to Muslims when it comes to the celebration of Eid. So he realized that he has represented the interest of Muslims, he has represented the interest of women, and he has done a lot. Right now, as I speak, he has drafted a bill to remove this betting tax. People are unemployed. They have resorted to this betting thing. Now, after these people, they win upon all this risk that they take, sometimes they can take like 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams. They are waiting for all of them for them to just get ticked. Then he wins. Then after winning, you take 10% of bet winnings. Today, Honorable Lawyer Sosu, he has drafted a bill to remove this obnoxious tax. Then this e-levy, John Mahama has promised Ghanaians that the electronic levy, he said, is a very bad tax. Because why should we tax people for just sending money to their relatives or friends? Or maybe you said, what's the name? You said someone who receives not less than 100 cedis a day is not a poor person. This e-levy is it is a retrogressive tax. It doesn't help.
We hear you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Zidane.
Thank you
for making time to come through the studio.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
One day we hope you become a lawyer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.